What's up with you, love? You're looking a bit down on yourself. Is everything okay?
Blossie, you're right. I'm having a hard time of it at the moment. You see, I carry this heavy feeling with me most of the time. It feels like a quiet shame. Like no matter what I do, it's never quite enough. I can be doing something perfectly well, and suddenly this voice pops up inside my head saying, "You should have done better," or "Other dogs wouldn't struggle with this the way you do, but that's because you're useless and they're fantastic." I see this feeling show up, especially when I try something new. I hesitate, I doubt myself, I think, who do I think I am to even try doing this? Sure, I'm just no good at anything. And then when someone praises me, I don't take it in. I don't believe it. I smile, but inside I'm thinking, if they really knew me, they wouldn't be saying that. They're just trying to be nice, but they don't really mean it. I don't know where this feeling comes from, Blossie. I just know it follows me everywhere. No matter how hard I try, it always feels like I'm just not good enough.
Petal, my darling, you carry this feeling because you learned it. It didn't come from who you truly are. This feeling is what Annette calls the first bad message, and it is, you are not enough. So let me explain where this came from. When you were small, you needed love, safety, and reassurance. But instead of being valued just for being you, love may have been conditional. You were made to feel you had to be excellent all the time or you were not valued. You never got praise for just being you. You were made to feel that being you just wasn't enough. Because in toxic or neglectful caregiving environments, children learn that approval must be earned. They learn that mistakes mean rejection. They learn that they are only good enough when they perform, when they please everyone, or when they achieve something phantasmagorical. The bad message you learned was, you are not enough. That bad message helped you survive. It made you try harder. It made you stay alert. But it also made you feel so unhappy about yourself. But Petal, this is the really important bit here. This bad message was never the truth about you. Never. This bad message was taught to you. And the good news is, Petal, anything that is learned can be unlearned.
So, Blossie, what you are saying is that this feeling of me not being enough, that it isn't a proof that I'm lacking. It's proof that I adapted to a painful childhood environment. You know, I remember now that when I was a little puppy, I couldn't ever admit to myself that my caregivers were lacking. So I turned the situation in on myself and I made myself out to be the problem. Rather than admit that my caregivers were not enough, I told myself that I am not enough. Oh, Blossie, I am so relieved, as now that you explain how this happened to me, I realise it wasn't about me. It was never about me. I always thought something was wrong with me, but I am actually fine as I am. It was my caregivers that were not enough. Thank you, Blossie. You are so wise. Thank you for explaining that to me. I needed to hear this today. I was feeling so unsure of myself.
You've understood that beautifully, Petal. There was never anything wrong with you. My role as an older wise tale is to help you see what you learned and what you can now unlearn. Oh, look, guess who it is? It's Dotty. I think she has something really important to say to you. Hello, Dotty, come on in. Come into the conversation.
Hello, Petal and Blossie. Yes, it's Dotty to the rescue again. I'm here to tell you how to get rid of this bad message. Okay, Petal, let's name this clearly. The bad message here is you are not enough. But this is not who you are. It's an old survival pattern from your childhood. You had to think that about yourself so you could survive. Now here's the big question for you, Petal. Do you want to be a top dog? Or do you just want to stay as a cog in the toxic machinery that keeps this bad message running your life? Will it be top dog or cog? No way, Dotty. I don't want to be a cog. I want to be a top dog. That's great news, Petal. So, let me tell you how to stop this bad message from running your life. When this bad message comes into your head and you hear yourself saying to yourself, I'm not enough, you nip and flip it. What does this mean? Well, nip means that you catch the moment the thought appears. You nip it in the bud. You don't give it airtime. You don't entertain this bad message. And when you nip it, you then flip it to a good message. So, I'm not enough becomes, hey, I am enough. I am fantastic just as I am. When you flip the bad message, you replace it with the truth about yourself. Every time you nip and flip this bad message, you weaken its control. And the more you practice, the freer you become. Nip and flip really does work, as if you can train the mind to believe a bad message about yourself, you can just as easily train the mind to believe a good message about yourself. Petal, my dear friend, you are not broken. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not a failure, but you are waking up to the real truth about yourself, and this is fantastic. You are enough just as you are. You are always enough just as you are. Me, Annette, and Blossie love you, and we respect you just as you are, and we really